iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws.
We are green for 50 laps for the second time at Volusia Speedway Park this season, and Howard Weaver is off to a big gap as the second place runner Jacob Fields slots into the first fight between Alex Bergeron and I believe that is the one of Austin Carr as Jacob Fields makes a mistake up top, and that's going to get the 12 car caught out. The 19 of Garrett Nieberge gets involved as well. Quick yellow here at Volusia. So lights back out on the iRacing safety truck. 07 of Howard Weaver has had a pretty easy night of it thus far. Quickest in qualifying, only driver to get down into the 15s, in fact. Dominated his heat race, and he's had to hardly do a lap here in the feature. Now, let's see if he's able to do so. Green flag back in the air. They roll off in towards 1 and 2. The 12 of Alex Bergeron going to go up to that top side as the 24 Zach Leonardi leads a train of cars down low.
Yeah, they were 3 wide for a second coming off of quarter number 2 in the middle of the pack. They're still thinking about it, but there's a ton of traffic down on that bottom line, which at some point is going to have to move to that high line. High line is still king, but the cushion is starting to work out to the top side of the shelf. And once you start in that shelf, the suspension starts unloading off that right rear, and you start getting slow because Austin Carr, he has been ducking that nose down to the inside line almost every time that he can in 3 and 4. And that means to me, Randy, that's where the line is starting to evolve.
It is starting to come in just a little bit. You still have Bergeron and Leonardi fighting it out here. This is for third and fourth on the racetrack. They were side by side for a moment, but you see the 12 car of Bergeron. So much momentum up top. The 007 of Jacob Fields getting that big run off as well. Almost nearly able to get there to the outside of the 24 Leonardi, but just not quite been able to do so. Through 3 and 4 now for the 12th time this evening, and Leonardi doing a great job harassing the side of that 12 car of Alex Bergeron. The top, the bottom groove has come in, Cam. You can run it if you have the car set up right. I just don't think a lot of these guys do.
Yeah, and for me, it's Leonardi right now. Alex Bergeron typically is always kind of a madman on that outside, just dancing near that wall, so I don't think he's going to go down. But you know what? I have a feeling this is one of those situations where you have to. Austin Carr, he is pretty comfortable in the midline right now. His nose isn't tucked in, but he is throwing the car to that middle line lower and straighter than Howard Weaver. And Howard Weaver, that rear hangs more and more almost every single lap, and while that might be comfortable, I'm not sure if it's fast because Austin Carr was 2/10 faster that last lap.
Definitely was. The thing is, though, is that this has been a very tricky track to pass at tonight. And on top of that, the 07 of Howard Weaver really likes this place. A little bit of mistake off corner number 2. Weaver blocks the top side. The 1 of Austin Carr is going to go down to the bottom on the fight for the race lead. Howard has momentum up top. The 1 not going to be able to get the job done just yet. And while these guys have been slowing each other up, racing with one another, look who's checked in. The 12 car of Alex Bergeron has come from 3rd place and reeled these guys in by a mile and absolutely left the 24 Leonardi in the dust.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Leonardi's been able to close in as well. Leonardi was actually fastest out of these 4 drivers. That last lap, lap number 18, is now the laps are starting to take down here. Big old dust storm also for basically anyone in the middle of the pack, which is exactly what you want to see. And Austin Carr, he's at that point now where Howard Weaver has to drive defensively. How I'm looking at it is Austin Carr is almost, he's primed. He's got the pipper on the car in front, and he is now waiting to do the dive as he seems to be getting more and more closer, and it's only a matter of time, Randy, before something starts kicking off between these two.
He's going to get back in line, though, for now. He definitely is pretty close to Howard in terms of the pace. He just needs that bottom groove to come in just a little bit. You know what, Cam? I think, honestly, if you're the 1 of Austin Carr, you can't get the job done just yet on that bottom line. It may just be advantageous to go up there on that top side, get an extra car running that line, and wear that groove in as much as you can. We got caution out on the racetrack. Austin Carr is going to have another attempt to make a move here. We've seen 1 race this season stolen that way is by that 12 car of Alex Bergeron. Austin Carr not able to do it. Weaver back into the race lead with 20 to go.
Yeah, and Howard Weaver had it good, but Leonardi, he's intentionally choosing that inside line, it seems to me, and he's almost onto the inside of Austin Carr. Carr has to open up because he can't take the line that he wants to, but that allows him to draw side by side to Howard Weaver as they go past the starter stand. We are well past halfway, 20 to go, Randy.
Here we go. Fight is on for the top few spots. One of Austin Carr going to try the bottom in 3 and 4. Weaver's had to move way up the racetrack. Austin, best attempt he's had just yet, and he's got the move done. 20 to go. And Austin Carr takes the race lead away from Howard Weaver. The 24, Zach Leonardi, is in the 3rd spot. Alex Bergeron runs 4th with Tyler Ducharme technically in the 5th spot as the 07 of Howard Weaver. Now he's going to try this lower groove here, see if he can hook it up, but Austin Carr is starting to check out.
Ducharme is comfortable inside there, but Leonardi notices, and he now dives to the inside. He wants a piece of Howard Weaver. Alex Bergeron, of course, whom is always on that outside line, he is just not comfortable right now getting the speed down, getting that power down. It's just too used, as Howard Weaver is now the one that's pushing Austin Carr up. He's got a good shot going down the stretch, and we have another yellow flag out.
One of Austin Carr and Tyler Ducharme, who is going to time the restart right. The 25 tries to do it, not able to do so though. Austin Carr will lead in towards 2-1. Howard Weaver down to the inside of the 25, going to make a little bit of contact, moves him out of the way, and Weaver's going to take that 2nd spot. A man on a mission is Howard as they're 3 wide for 3rd. The 24 on the bottom, the 12 in the middle, the 25 up top.
For third, they're 3 wide, basically the entire pack. I saw no less than 2 or 3 sets of cars going 3 wide here. As Austin Carr, he has got the gap he wants. Howard Weaver's got the gap in Ducharme. Oh, what could have been. He is unfortunately getting cycled back in the pack here, Randy.
Things still shuffling backwards, unfortunately, for that 25. Not on the side of the racetrack you would have wanted. 115 makes a little bit of contact with the 52 at James Edens. We're going to stay green, though. Couple of half spinners as we're coming to the white flag. Austin Carr, 1 half-mile trip around Volusia Speedway Park here for that number 1 Dirtco Media House machine. Down the back straightaway for the final time for him. Howard Weaver trying his hardest to get there, and it's not going to be enough. But for Austin Carr, he's going to come off turn 4 and win round number 6 of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Championship Series here at Volusia.